Well, hello everyone. This is Trig, your virtual mentor, and today's episode is called I Suck at Business So You Don't Have to 10 Rules to Not Screwing Up Your Money-Making Dreams. Who isn't a business person these days? Everyone seems to have a website, a social media presence, a Facebook page, trying to sell product, trying to make a difference in the world. But I don't think business is for everyone. In fact, I think that a lot of people fail at it because they don't really understand what makes a business person successful. I know from personal experience that selling things and being a businessman is something that is not easy. I feel like I have failed at it over and over again, but I'm trying to get better. So I want to give you 10 rules for how not to fail at being a business person. Number one is don't give it all away. It seems like that the more that compassionate that you are, the less you're going to be successful at business. We have to understand that you can't give everything away. There's a place, of course, for free products. There's a place, of course, for giving things. But if you are someone who is truly at the heart and the core of your heart a giving person, you're probably going to screw up your dreams to make money. Number two, ask for what you're worth. Very similar to number one. If constantly, again, you're giving things away and you're devaluing your product, or you're thinking, well, it's too expensive, I don't want to really charge people, or well, I don't want to sell them this cup for $5 and it really only cost me $4.50. If you're losing money when you're selling things, you're not going to be very successful. You need to price yourself at the right place, depending on how many years experience you've had, how many followers you have, how successful you truly are, the interest that's out there, but don't sell yourself short. Number three is be more selfish. This sounds horrible to say, but again, it kind of goes with the first two. If you are a selfless person, if you don't really have that internal kind of desire to actually make a profit, then you're not going to be successful at business. Remember, business is about the bottom line. Of course we want to be helpful. Of course you and I want to make a difference in the world. But that's what nonprofits are for. Again, nonprofit means you're not going to make a profit. But if you are someone who wants to make a profit, you have to learn to be a little bit less selfless. Number four, get off the stage. I think that so many times, many of us are not successful because we want to be the star. Have you noticed how a lot of the people of successful companies are not really on stage all the time? You have to learn to let other people succeed. You have to learn to let the company and the name of the brand to be really the one that's on stage. Of course you're the face. Of course you're the person selling the product. But if you want to be both the star and the manager, the person on stage and off the stage, you're going to have to eventually choose where you are and who you are. Number five, no more ideas, please. I feel like so many times those that are entrepreneurs and creative types get into it because they have great ideas. The problem is that those ideas never cease to stop. They're constantly looking to the next idea, the next idea. In 3 days, I have another idea, and then 10 more ideas, and all the stuff that maybe is actually working, or that maybe isn't yet producing a lot of results, but is about to, you give up on it. Stay the course, no more things to try, no more ideas. Number six, tell it like it is. So many times, again, we don't do really well in business because we're shy, because we're not really willing to make the tough decisions. If somebody is getting in the way, if somebody is not succeeding, if somebody is kind of not pulling their weight, I'm not saying, again, to be ruthless or to be mean, but you have to confront those things. You have to speak the vision and your desire clearly, especially with people that don't get it. Number seven, get off your butt. You know what? If you are a business person in the making and you're more interested on Netflix and watching TV and going to football games or staying home, reading a book, you're probably not going to be very successful in business. You have to actually get out there and take action. Every person will tell you that's successful that they've had to put in the work. And a lot of times we that are more contemplative or again more creative, we're in our thoughts again. We're in our heads so much. We have to learn to put that in its place and to be able to go out there and, as the business gurus say, hustle. Number 8, be the real you. I think of that when we're successful at business is because we are actually the true us no matter where we go. that if you're someone who is more, black and white, be black and white wherever you are, on the boardroom, out on the field, at home, with your team, with whoever you're working with. Don't be the kind of person that is nice at home but ruthless out on the street, or vice versa, that you're really nice with everyone, a people pleaser, but truly inside you are someone who's very cut and dry. Learn to be true to the real you. Don't worry about pleasing everybody. You're not going to end up pleasing no one. And most of all, again, your business and your cause is not going to succeed. Number 9, try to like people. It seems like that many people that are successful in business, they actually enjoy working with others. They may not be the most, again, nice leaders or the most kind CEOs or the most, easygoing nonprofit executive directors, but they truly enjoy seeing others succeed. They don't mind, again, taking a back seat to somebody else. You really have to learn how to collaborate with others. But you know what? Collaboration is not just about saying the word. You actually have to, again, like people. And you have to go to them and say, you know what? I want you to succeed, and I have the best interests in mind for you. And then lastly, number 10, which I think is the most important for all of us, is stop nasal gazing and do something. Again, very similar to some of the other ones. Being a contemplative, being a reflective type, being someone who's in your thoughts in your head a lot is okay, but you have to stop doing some of that stuff and actually take radical action. There is no success in anything in life just being home thinking about things. Even someone who is an author has to eventually put that book out there to sell it and to be able to actually see people at the bookstore signing and actually go on a book tour and sell the book. I want to encourage you today, if you're someone who feels that you want to go into a business kind of a venture, entrepreneurial venture, to consider these things and let me know what you think about these 10 rules and what are your rules that you may want to add or subtract from this list. Thanks so much for watching. I am so glad to be here with you. We'll see you next time.